Hello and welcome back to Lilly Loves Tarot. I do appreciate you. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to take a look at love messages for the collective from Aries to Pisces. These are love messages from the tarot and from spirit that I will be presenting to you. I have already pulled the cards and pulled the energies, and so I will be sharing with you the messages that I am receiving. Remember, these are general readings. So please check your placements, your sun, your moon, and your rising signs, and you will check and get your messages there. If the messages do not resonate, no worries. Check back for additional messages. My lovelies, I hope we are doing what? Living, loving, and learning. I want to welcome everyone to Lilly Loves Tarot. We are about healing, and we are about what? Learning. We are all on a journey, so let's give each other a great big hug as we are out here trying to live our best lives. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it. Okay, my lovelies. This message is very direct. It's either going to hit and come down your street or it is not. Okay? But the messages that I am pulling for the reading for today is for those of you who are currently not with the person that you love. There is a separation here. There was an ending. Somebody hit the exit. Somebody checked out. Somebody ran away from the connection. And I feel that someone was left holding the bag. In the energies, I am pulling that there was heartbreak here because there was deception and there was manipulation. I feel like whoever this message is for, the person that you are thinking about, the person you are in separation from, is showing in the reading as a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius has heavy fire placements in their chart with Earth. Okay? So I feel like this is somebody that really came into your life very quickly. The King of Wands, the Knight of Wands, they pursued you. They presented themselves as a king. This was somebody that you were very attracted to. Whoever this is had some kind of status. I feel with a lot of the earth energy here, this was somebody that for you checked off a lot of your boxes. I feel like this was somebody that not only were you physically attracted to, but this person was well-to-do financially. With the Emperor here, they could have been older than you. Okay? For some of you, they could have been older in age than you. And for some of you, this could have been something that was very appealing. I feel like this person lives well. They had a great career, high wage earner. They were definitely someone that you saw as being able to provide and give you provision. You thought that this was somebody that you could build and grow with. You shared a lot of experiences with this individual. I feel like this person went all out with the Knight of Wands. They wined and they dined you. I have the Emperor here twice. This is somebody who takes control. They appear to be very confident in their pursuit of you. They wanted you. They went all out. And with the Ten of Cups, you thought that this was your happily ever after, because they are also showing up as the King of Pentacles. So I feel like there was romance with finance. And this is how you viewed this person. So you went, I feel, all in. This person, I feel like this relationship moved rather quickly because you thought this was your soulmate. You thought this was it. Because you had been waiting for a long time for the right person to show up. You were tired of dating. You were tired of the foolishness. And you put in the work. You had your non-negotiables and your negotiables. And this person shows up out of nowhere. And they are making promises to you that they are the ones that you had been looking for. Words is what I keep hearing. Words. Because I feel that over time, your king, this is how they presented themselves, turned into a knight. The Knight of Cups. This was somebody who was very charming. They had the gift of gab. And you thought that this was your soulmate with the Two of Cups. But I feel that as things were moving forward, this person, this king, as they presented themselves, did a switch. They started holding back with the Four of Pentacles. Now, this was very interesting to you because remember, they told you with the Ten of Pentacles they wanted a commitment. And they were moving full speed ahead. They were. So you thought. They told you they loved you. They told you you were the one with the Sun and the Two of Cups. For a lot of you, I feel that you could have been engaged to this person, to be married. For some of you, this person could have asked you to live with them. But there was a commitment on the table. And so you thought this connection was going to give you what you hoped and dreamed of with the Sun here and the Two of Cups. You thought this was your soulmate. You thought you were going to ride into the sun with this relationship. You thought you were going to get the provision and the protection with the Ten of Pentacles. You thought you were going to get the ultimate commitment with this person. But what you didn't see coming was the Moon. Deception. I don't know who this message is for, but I feel for a lot of you, you were caught off guard by this individual because I feel that they really went all out to disarm your defenses. They did everything they could to capture your attention. They invested financially. They told you everything you wanted to hear. But what you didn't know was that this person had secrets. The moon. And the secret that they were carrying that you didn't know about was the third party. You see, with the Two of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles, they were juggling you and another person the whole time. You didn't know this. Okay? You had no idea that you were not the only one. And what I am pulling is that they were dealing with somebody that was an ex, the Six of Cups. They had not released this person. They had not gotten over this person. And they had not made a decision to end it. So they had one foot in with you and one foot in with them. And so it appears in the energies, you started feeling that something was not balanced with justice here. Things were not adding up. And you felt it energetically. And I've always said this, and if any of you have watched any of the other videos, I've always said, look deep before you leap. Because for a lot of you, if you had paid attention to the energy when it started to shift, if you had looked deeper, you would have stopped and recognized that there were cracks in the foundation. This person is showing as a magician twice in your reading. They were manipulative. Because what does the magician do? Create an illusion. This person created the illusion to you that they were going to commit. For a lot of you, it was the illusion of marriage. It was the illusion that you were the only one. When they knew full well that they were still trying to have a relationship with an ex. They were fooling you. They were not being honest, and they were manipulative. And with the Hangman and Judgment here, things were not moving forward. And I feel like with the Page of Swords, this person was lying to you. I feel like they could have been giving you excuses about why they all of a sudden were pushing back, why they needed to take more time. For some of you, it could have been a delay in getting married, or they wanted to put things on hold. They could have been started to give you excuses about why they weren't ready, but they were excuses. And one of the reasons why there were excuses being made, and I know that they were juggling you and somebody else with the Six of Pentacles, because we have the Star and the Moon and the Lovers. They had a choice between two people, you and someone else, and this was causing them all kinds of anxiety and stress because they were carrying the secret with the Moon. And the secret was that they were in a relationship with you and a relationship with somebody else. But the best laid plans can go astray. This relationship started to struggle with the Ten of Wands. I feel like, again, you are dealing with a fire sign, okay? It started to struggle because I feel that the closer the time hit, this person knew they were going to have to put up or shut up. They were afraid of you finding out the truth about the deception and what they were doing behind your back. Underneath the deck, we have the Two of Swords. They were blocking. And they were blocking any progression with you because there was a third party. The Three of Cups, the Four of Wands, the Two of Wands. They were stuck. They could not make you a priority because they had you as an option. And you were starting to feel left out in the cold. You felt this person's energy was distant. You felt that they were no longer very engaged with you. For some of you, they could have been doing disappearing acts, coming and going. But you felt like this person was pushing themselves away from you. Because they were. Player energy here with the Page of Wands. The Knight of Swords, you weren't getting the commitment that you wanted. You weren't getting what you were getting, lip service. But this person wasn't backing it up with their actions. They kept making excuses for why they weren't committing. For a lot of you, it was marriage, why they didn't want to get married. And you knew something was wrong, but you couldn't put your finger on it. And some of you even started wondering, what is going on here? We were going full speed ahead, and now this person put the brakes on. They were coming and going. You had all these questions about where the relationship was going. And whatever questions you had, they weren't answering them. For some of you, with the Ace of Swords, you found out the truth. You could have found out the truth through messages that you found on their phones. You could have found out the truth because you were starting to put two and two together. For some of you, it could have been social media. But with the Ace of Swords, you started getting more clarity into what was really going on with this individual. But I do feel that this person brought in the Tower. I am pulling in the energies that this person was very narcissistic. The loving and kind person that you met turned into a cold-hearted terror. Your intuition kept screaming red flags. Something was off, something was wrong. And I feel for a lot of you, this person, instead of dealing and making a decision about you, they ran. They could have ghosted you with the Two of Swords, but they ran away. And they stabbed you in the back with the Five of Swords energy. So I feel like for some of you, they disappeared. This was a disappearing act. This was a ghosting. You didn't see it coming. And you didn't know what happened. But I'm telling you, whoever is resonating with this message today, they left you. And they left you because they couldn't make a decision between you and someone from their past. And instead of facing the music and being honest with you, they fled. And this relationship ended. They could have cut you out, or you cut them out. You could have ghosted them. They could have ghosted you. But they ran and you didn't hear from them. Some of you could have found out about the third party from their social media after the fact, after the breakup. You found out that they were not just dating you, they were dating somebody else. And for some of you, I feel you were waiting for this person to come back and apologize for what they had done to you. But there was no apology. You did find out the truth. For a lot of you, you found out the truth. You found out that you were not the only one. You moved on. You moved on and you had questions. Why and how could you do this to me? What did they want to say to you? The hidden truth is, I left you before you could leave me. The reason this is coming out is because they knew that the truth was going to come out one way or the other. They also have here, I know I messed up everything. They sabotaged the connection. And they want to say to you, I knew exactly what I was doing. So basically, for a lot of you, this person was never available. It's unfortunate. Your heart is broken. You knew something was wrong. You couldn't put your finger on it. But they came to you in a lie, and it ended in a lie. So this relationship started in a lie and it ended in one. But let me tell you, for those of you who have been waiting for justice, for those of you who've been waiting for karma, they're getting it. And the reason that I'm saying this is because when this person betrayed you, when they hurt you, when they left you, when they dismissed you, when they discarded you, when they disappeared on you, they had no idea that they were going to end up hurting themselves. So the pain that you are feeling, they are feeling right now too. Why? Because the situation that they thought was better, the situation that they wouldn't make a decision on, did not work out. And now they are thinking about the relationship and the connection that they had with you. So my lovelies, you could not be replaced. You could not be substituted. You are unique. You are one of a kind. So this player that couldn't make up their mind, that didn't know what they really wanted, that couldn't let go of the ex, is coming back around. For some of you, I feel like they were so egotistical that they were waiting for you to reach out to them with the Seven of Pentacles. But you did not. You held back. And you've been doing your healing. You held back because you have integrity. You held back because you said to yourself, I'm not going to indulge with somebody that had no respect or consideration for me. So you were not talking to this person. You were not communicating with this person. You quietly moved on. You're hurting the Three of Swords because you loved this person. And for a lot of you, you still have feelings for them. But the pain runs deep. And it runs deep because of the deception. However, the person that broke your heart, the person that iced you out, that ghosted you with the Two of Swords and the Lovers, this person has had to change your heart with the Wheel of Fortune. This person that couldn't make a decision about you in the past, the person that you have cut out with the Queen of Swords energy, wants you back. The Five of Cups, they have regret and they feel guilty about what they did to you. They're not expressing that to you with the High Priestess, but they are coming back around. The Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. This person who has been sitting on the fence about you, thinking about what they did to you, they are now going to take action. So my lovelies, the message that I have today is you're going to have to figure out whether you want to take this person back or not. Because I feel that if they come back around and they just want to talk, and if they're not saying nothing, you're going to move on. You are in the show me state. Some of you, I feel, will accept the apology. Others of you will not. But the message today is this person is going to return. So use your spirit of discernment. Manifest exactly what you want, because this person cannot stop thinking about you. They can't stop thinking about what they lost. So it will be up to you on whether you want to entertain and engage with this person or not. Always make the best decision for you. Always blessings to all of you. Continue living, loving, and learning, my lovelies. And until next time, always blessings and take care.